we have known Sanjeevani. She is in Air Force. She was in Air Force handling huge projects which were related to IT, software development, and cyber defense also. So Sanjeevani, what I wanted to know is what kind of audit processes or audit tools or what kind of procedures do you suggest which can be taken up by the corporate world also, and what kind of challenges you are facing while implementing these audit tools or audit procedures?
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, in my opinion, like whenever we conduct any IT audit, it has to be comprehensive, covering all aspects or key areas of information technology, which is going to affect the business operations and in turn the security of the organization. So, I would suggest if we are planning to have a comprehensive audit, we have to look for the access control. Uh, Access control auditing, because they are going to tell us whether the effectiveness of user access controls across the system and the application. Then comes the data backup plan, availability of backups, availability of data integrity controls to check whether they are protected from like attackers, modifications, or any unauthorized access. Again, the next important thing is evaluating the change management, because we will be undertaking the identity access management for all the users. So we need to check whether they are controlled and well documented or not. So I think these three factors are going to very well improve the business continuity and the audit performances. The next comes is the physical security, because we know that we will be having the server rooms and the critical areas which needs to be protected by biometric access or the CCTV footages. So they also needs to be checked. The routers, the firewalls needs to be audited to check whether there are any intrusions. So analysis needs to be done on the log analysis has to be carried out. So I feel that if we integrate all these things in audit procedures, then the audit procedure is going to be exhaustive and comprehensive to have an actual effect or the quality effect.
I think you have very well covered, Sanjeevani. You have covered all the aspects of it probably, I think. The only aspect is the logging mechanism that also you touched upon. And so logging and continuous monitoring is what going to ensure that the overall security posture of the organization is maintained at all times now. Coming to the AI part of it, as of now, the buzzword, what we call is the machine learning and artificial intelligence. Everyone speaks about this. So how do you see that armed forces are prepared for the new technology or to inculcate this new technology into the armed forces? How ready are we? Or we have already made some inroads or still we are at the nascent stage? Would like to hear some comments on that from you, sir.
Yeah, so as you told the buzzword regarding Gen AI or AI, so to say, we are living in very exciting times as of now. I'll say it's a transformative AI rather than generative. I'll say it is a transformative AI period we are living in, and armed forces is is also party to it. We cannot discuss many things in open domain with regards to AI being utilized in defense equipment, weapon systems, or maybe in integrated platforms. However, there are certain services and initiatives which are very unique and innovative. One of these projects I would like to speak is, see, what happens is, as in public domain, we have a lot of policies. And these policies are hard copy or maybe in some digital format, and they are not readily available. Or you must understand, the people who are using these policies, these people, first of all, do not have the access and they don't have the wherewithal to understand. So we have a layer in between which transform this and give it to the users. So now this layer is being replaced by AI. How? Imagine we have already rolled out a project called Sparsh, which gives out all the details of a pensioner, which includes payslips, which includes Jeevan Praman Patra validity,
Yes,
and
sir.
information with regards to resettlement.
Sir.
A recent study found out that these things, although are accessible on the mobile, is
Sir.
not accessible to certain users, like a widow whose husband is just passed away, and she may be facing problems in getting pension or related benefits.
Sir.
So a recent initiative of ours has been to use AI and collaborate all these policies into this particular AI platform.
Got it, sir.
And now the widow or the daughter or anybody who is not literate enough can speak through this mobile to the AI and finally get their emoluments and can also apply. So in a way, what we are doing is using ChatGPT and certain SLMs which are being developed and being rolled out for being used for at the farthest of the places. So this is one initiative which we have done. Moving on to the next question, sir. This question will be for Captain SR, sir, because sir has been in the cybersecurity field for quite long. Sir, continuity of service, right? That is going to be a major play in corporate world, and so to say in army also, or in defense forces also. So what kind of lessons can you bring in as far as continuity of services are concerned? Because when we look at continuity of service in armed forces, it becomes very critical, and similar will be in some financial institute in the corporate world, or some web hosting or any other place. So can you throw some light on how do you handle this particular issue of continuity of service when certain kind of attack is happening? Not going into the details, sir.
Sagar, I would like to start with a counter question. The corporate world is working perfectly all right with the very reasonably high attrition rate or a high turnover. I think at some point in time in the armed forces also, we have to understand what we are doing wrong. No, the first major thing which I can think of is our documentation processes are not as robust as they should be. We have documentation, but the next guy who comes in brings his own set of skills and but the institutional knowledge may not support him fully. So that is my I've been speaking to a lot of people. The institutional knowledge is where I think we need to focus more. That is one of our challenges, one of our weaknesses. That institutional knowledge, if that be the case, once your institutional knowledge program is in place, then frequent turnovers and of people, personnel may not be as big a liability as it is probably today.
Probably, I think I defer to agree in this, because the institutional knowledge having being challenged probably is there in corporate also, because in corporate also the way we get transferred as per the periodicity, we have every 3 to 5 years transfers which are there now. Similarly, corporate, even it is more individual dependent. Probably, I think today if I decide I'm in a corporate, that if I want to leave the job, nothing stops me from just resigning now then. Probably in armed forces, it is probably, I feel it is more of a organized way wherein probably you have a stability of at least 3 to 5 years at a station or probably a job. But in terms of corporate, the maintaining of that institutional knowledge even is going to be even a bigger challenge, because there it is purely based on the talent and probably the need. If you say that, okay, I've got a situation wherein I can jump over from one company to another, I will not leave even one day to do that. But that option is not available with defense now. So probably, maybe I might be differing in this opinion now, but the maintaining of the institutional knowledge as far as armed forces, I feel that, okay, corporate has got a bigger challenge than armed forces. It's my opinion, sir.
I was actually marveling at the knowledge being shared right now. And it's a very candid kind of opinion from both of you, and both of you are the stalwarts, what I have seen, and it is actually enriching.
Same organization.
So it brings out many lessons for us to learn, and it's such a fruitful conversation we are having.